raised her like Colville used to be raised. Every morning as a toddler, they'd have her run up this steep hill. You see the suicide rates hill up here. Well, they lived by a hill like that. And her and her sister had to run up this big hill, run back down the hill, jump in the river, go swimming. They did that every day, rain or shine, whatever, cold. They had to do that every day. And that's how kids were raised. So it was a warrior culture, it was a warrior society. You read about world history, you see warrior cultures, that's how they raise kids. They go to Sparta, that's how they raise kids. That's how they raise kids here. And so today, my wife's 60 years old. She's still a tough cookie. She still barrel races. She still looks like she's in high school yet. Me, no, not so much. But I just wanted to mention this background. And so I showed up to first grade. I was like 6 years old. I didn't even go to kindergarten. I went to first grade. One of the iconic teachers in this valley is Mrs. Walton. She taught forever, and she just loved kids. And I remember the first day, just like it was today, and she just kind of welcomed us. And I think she even told us that. So I love all you kids. I especially love Indian kids. And I thought, this is interesting. And then she said, and I love Indian kids because our Indian kids here are peaceful Indians. And you guys didn't go to war. You guys are good Indians. And back in the 1960s, and probably even today to some extent, that's how Indians are defined. You know? Indians that fought battles and protected their families and villages, they were the bad Indians. The Indians that helped the white people or were real passive, which there weren't a lot of those, but they were the good Indians. and I remember I was in first grade, and I heard that, and I just rolled my eyes. Oh my God. I got to listen to 12 more years of this. And I did. I don't know if I ever got a straight, semi-true history story in 12 years, really. Some were much worse than Mrs. Walton's version. One teacher, who also was a PE teacher, I think someone told him he had to teach Indian history, and he didn't like it. And so his version of history was he went down to the dime store, we called them dime stores back then, bought like a 29-cent cheap novel, and on the cover was an Indian scalping a settler or something like that. And the whole book was just like that. It was like gory scenes, page after page. The Indians did this, the Indians did that. They scalped them, they stabbed them, they skinned them, they ate them. And this is our high school history class. Huh? I mean, it's a fiction book to start with. And then the teacher just laughed, and he just thought it was hilarious. And sitting in the back of the class. And I think Mrs. Walton's class was better. Anyway, my only point is, when you study history, you learn real quickly. Every historian has a viewpoint, no matter how neutral they try to be. There's millions of facts and details, and how they edit those down, whatever they put in their book, they're making decisions, they're creating a viewpoint, whatever it is. And some are probably better than others. But if we really want our own history told, we need to write our own history. This little story I told about how we tied the guy on the there are histories about that, but I've looked at those books, and I compare those books with stories my aunt would tell me. It's like it's the same incident, but they don't even sound like the same incident, because there are whole different ways of interpreting what happened, So it's important for us as tribes. We need to start doing our own histories. We need to start developing our own curriculums, and if we contract that out or work with other writers, we need to kind of work with them in collaboration and try to get more balance, more truth, more honesty. So I think we have a rich, long, ancient history here, and we should be proud of it, and the non-Indians should be proud of it too. I know in my job, I worked for council about half my life, and then I was on council the other half of my life, and then my mom was a councilman, my grandpa was a councilman, and before that they were chiefs, so I was kind of raised in that culture, knowing what our tribe is and what they did and what their history is. And we've got a chance to talk to some Chinese people who are interested in trading with us, and they're very farm-like. They gave us a real fancy gift. It's like a little kind of ornamental thing. It's made of pure gold. And they went and talked to the tribe. I was looking at their I don't even know what you call it, but it was kind of like a little pagoda type thing, and it just had gold trim on it, hand built. God knows how much that cost. And they said, we want to give this to you as a token of our friendship. And then they said that they were big on ceremony, and they said, and our Chinese culture has been here for 7,000 years, and they were just very, very respectful and very dignified and very formal. And so then it's our turn to talk. And then I said, well, thank you, we want to welcome you here to our homeland. I told him, we've been here for at least 10,000 years, and he just laughed. He was happy. He said he really wants to deal with this. And we never did come to terms with the actual deal, but I think someday we will. But they really respect ancient cultures and ancient traditions, and so I think we have that in common. And I'm not in a big rush about it anyway. Like I said, we've been here tens of thousands of years. We're not going anywhere, you know. And they just recently we did a DNA testing on an ancient one. There's an ancient one thing going on tomorrow, in fact. But he was discovered down in Tri-Cities, and they couldn't identify him. There was a big controversy over who is this guy? Is he Indian? Is he non-Indian? Is he Captain Kirk? Who is he? Is he a Viking? And according to law, when they discover a skeleton like that, it's supposed to be turned over to the tribes. That's what the law says. And then they broke their own laws, I think. And they said, well, you can't prove he's an Indian. And there was a Raiders of the Lost Ark type guy that works at the Smithsonian. I got to know him a little bit. His name is Dennis Stanford. Anytime he discovers something in the world, he jumps in his plane, he flies over there and does his Raiders of the Lost Ark stuff. And he even has a hat like him. But he said, this is important to science. We need to get this skeleton to the Smithsonian in D.C. and so forth. So I asked him, well, what do you do with these skeletons when you get them? He says, well,